Greetings, humanoids of the internets! My name is Bob. This is episode 147 of Journey into Space! Been a long time since you heard that one, huh? It's been 2 years. Okay. What we've done is, basically it's the same shuttle as we had last time. But I'm just not even screwing with the jets anymore. I'm just going to lift them up with rockets. The rockets are also planes. They could, if KSP allowed me to, they could fly back to base. But there's, at least as far as I know, there may be a mod out there that would allow me to do that. But there's nothing that I'm aware of that would allow me to fly these back to base. But they could if that were possible. Maybe there's some functionality of MechJeb that would allow that, but since MechJeb is a dirty word to me, I will not be using that, although I may reconsider if in fact MechJeb does allow that. Okay, I think we're ready. It does have solid rocket boosters on the sides, which are expendable, and I think we're okay. Maybe we're going to assume that we're okay. What are these set to? Okay. Alright, here we are. Throttle to maximum. SAS on. I've tested these side parts just to see if they can fly, so that if KSP allowed it, they would fly back. I've not tested this as far as getting the whole thing into orbit, though. So, SAS on in 3, 2, 1. Well, that's really not having a whole lot of effect on my trajectory there. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I need more fuel in the first stage. Okay, I added more fuel. The downside is it may not actually take off now. We'll have to find out. If it doesn't take off, we just need small additional solid rocket boosters to help it. Okay, throttle to maximum. SAS on. And 3, 2, 1. Just barely lifted off. I also added, added 2 more SAS modules on the rocket glider things. All that fuel has been sucked out, so that's good. Solid rocket jettison now. Oh, that was charming. I really enjoyed that. Was that good for y'all? Well, I guess this one's not flying back because it's got no antenna. Come on. Whoa. Oh, because that thing blew up and yeah, now it's got not enough fuel. I gotcha. Alright, let's see if we can make those solid rocket boosters jettison in a less destructive way. Okay, what I did was I put on little separatrons over here to help the solid rocket booster assembly separate in a less destructive manner. I also added small solid rocket boosters here just to get it off the pad a little bit with a little bit more oomph. So, throttle to maximum. SAS on. And 3, 2, 1. That doesn't give it much more oomph. Oh shit, those jettisoned. I mean, they didn't jettison, they emptied. Well, that wasn't good. Alright, tilt it over. Come on. You can do it. God damn it, start twisting. Get your ass over. Thank you. Alright, let's see if we can separate. Let's turn on the tilt. Tilt, please. Why you want to go sideways, I don't know. Alright, fine, I'll humor you. Alright, well I've got a lot more stretch here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off for a second. Try to get lined up here, so straight, going in a straight direction. And I'm going to turn it back on. See how I'm doing for liquid fuel here. Probably okay. Maybe. Come on, Daddy-o. Give me that thrust. Alright, well this may take a while. Okay, we're in orbit. I think I've got enough fuel to get to Minmus. We're going to try it and find out. The moon is actually in a rather difficult spot for maybe if I can get close enough flyby, the moon could actually bend me around. And it would wind up being a slingshot. I probably can't make it any tighter than that. And that is problematic. So we're probably going to have to wait until the moon gets out of our way. Okay, I've got to set it up for a slingshot maneuver. Problem is I've got to get started now. If I'm going to have any chance of getting this done. I'm actually past the node. It's pretty much necessary for me to do this because that means I'll be able to get to Minmus for the price of the fuel required to get to the moon, and also don't have a great abundance of fuel, so I probably pretty much needed to do this. Okay, the slingshot screwed up, so screw the slingshot. We're just going for a direct approach. And it'll be about a 3-minute burn, so I need to start at about, we'll say 2 minutes before. Okay, know what I said about screw the slingshot? We can't screw the slingshot. I don't think I've got enough fuel to make it otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and slingshot, and we'll just, we'll pull it into a circle around this distance and wait for Minmus to catch up to us, or us to catch up to Minmus, or whatever. And start. What I'll do is I'll just get out here, I'll circularize the orbit, and then we'll just chase Minmus around until we can catch it. Okay, we're heading up to our moon flyby. When we get there, I'm actually going to do a very small amount of braking to get this apparatus within the border of Minmus. Just a hair. Okay, we're going to do our burn, just to bring the apparatus of the orbit down just a hair. We just get rid of that. How's that making it bigger? Alright, well, we'll get past this and we'll try it again. Goodbye, Moon. We're heading out to deep space. Okay, we're heading up on our circularization burn. Now, this means we'll have to kind of run Minmus down a little bit. But compared to what we'd have to spend getting away from rest away from the orbit of the moon to the orbit of Minmus, 150 meters per second is a drop in the bucket. So we're still saving fuel doing this. Okay. And let's begin. Okay, it says Minmus is behind us. I probably ought to just go ahead and go outside the orbit, huh? Oh, what you doing? Come on. Thank you. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and go outside the orbit so it'll be quicker to catch up to us. Okay, let me work on it in a minute. Okay, I'm about to do an inclination burn to get on the same inclination as Minmus. Alright. And this is only 30 meters a second, so it's no big fuel expenditure. Okay. Let's speed it up a little bit. We will start when we get down to about 30 seconds. That's good. Well, we'll start when we get down to about 10 seconds, because it ain't going to take much. Three, two, one. All right. Now we just got to wait for Minmus to catch up with us. Okay, we're heading in to do our break to stay in Minmus orbit. Let's speed it up a little bit. It'll be a pretty short burn. And so we'll aim at about T-minus 30. All right. Sorry for the sniffles. I'm got a little bit of sinus problem. All right, let's go. Ah, shit. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong buttons is what's happening. All right, come on. All right, let's just hit the prograde button. There you go. That's high enough. Okay, and I've got to do a adjustment so I'm heading over the base. And I'm approaching from a different direction than what I normally do. Usually I'm coming this way, so the planet is turning against me. So I'll have to take that into account. Okay. Let's go ahead and quick save. Oop, nope. A little too far. Let's try that. See what it does. Okay. We're heading in. Wait till we're a little closer. Also do a little maneuver in there. Oh, come on. All right, time to break down. Well, I didn't put an action group on the nuke engine, so having the belly rocket didn't do me much good, did it? Yep, I didn't set the nuclear engines on an action group, so I couldn't turn them off. Oh well, we got down anyway. It's all good. These guys have been in space for 225 days. All right, let me see where I need to drive this thing. Just 231 units of liquid fuel remaining, so we did a good thing by doing the gravity, the slingshot around the moon. Okay, now do these wheels work? May not have much purchase. All right, let me get this thing maneuvered. Okay, wheel steering apparently doesn't work for some reason, or it's not. They're not powered, or they're not getting traction on the icy Minmus surface. So I'm having to use the engines as the propulsion and steer them. So we'll see how that works. This mission very nearly didn't get here, as it only has 230 units of fuel left and no monopropellant. And the no monopropellant part is pretty much a serious issue. Okay, I had a bit of a problem. I couldn't approach it nose first because the nose would bump into the cupola module. And I'm approaching from this side, but it may hit the canards. So I may hit it either way I go. Any part of that would be no bueno. Okay, here we go. And as I approach this thing, I'm going to turn off my landing gear and kind of flop on it. Nope, that wasn't actually such a good idea. Looks like there's any way I can jettison this. Nope. So really, did I fuck this up with just like an inch of not having enough room there? Seriously? That sucks so hard. Alright, let me see what we got here. There's target. No, it doesn't want to grab on because this thing's in the way. Wow. I got fucked up over, 5 inches of space there. God damn it. Okay, basically what I did was I gave myself some more monopropellant, so I figured somebody carried a can of monopropellant over here and filled the monopropellant tank with this thing, and allowed it to dock. But it's just barely docked then anyway, because this thing is right up against this thing. So it was a hard time dock even when it was directly over it. So what I'm going to do is these guys are going to stay here. They're the new colonists on Minmus. And I'm going to fix this problem, move these back here, and then we will continue on with the series after that. But for right now, we're going to call it quits. Until next time. Oh, wait. We gotta get the guys out here. Come on. You got to introduce them to their new home. Got to plant a flag. I haven't done yet. Boink. Come on. Don't show off. You're just here to do a job. Let's get away from all the docking ports here. Alright, plant a flag. There you go, buddy. Oh, wait. Alrighty, there we go. That's all for right now. Until next time, hasta la vista. Adios!